Hello, it is Tuesday, because Monday was a holiday. It's Tuesday, and welcome to the start of the week for me. I, as usual, spent all day at work. Super fun. I got home and I just filmed a video. I'm sorry if my face is like super shiny. The video that I just filmed is the video that you would have seen last Saturday, and I was unboxing some makeup subscription boxes just for a little bit of a change up from Only Books, and I put a bunch of makeup on my face and then I had to wash it off because the foundation was so bad I looked like a clown. So if you didn't watch that video, go back and check out how much of a clown I look. It's worth it. So it's roughly 10:30 p.m. I'm going to get about probably an hour of reading done after I finish this portion of the vlog. I'm still working on Sunflower by Yula Crudi. I returned all of my books to the library earlier today that were due back, and I was going to pick up a book that was on hold that had come in, and for some undetermined reason, the library closed at 6 instead of 9. There was just a sign on the door that said, "Hey, the library closed at 6, sorry." So I just used the night deposit, dropped off the books, and I guess I'll go next weekend. I think the hold goes through next Tuesday or something like that. So I should be able to pick it up next weekend, or this weekend, I guess. So we'll see. I guess you'll see at the end of this vlog if I ended up getting that book or not. So I've got to wait a week. You're gonna wait like 10 minutes. In other exciting news, guess what came in today? The young adult book box. I recently made a video about this, saying that they hadn't sent me a box in like 2 months. And there was a box on my doorstep when I came in. I will link that video of why you should never subscribe to this box in the corner. Spoilers, because that's kind of clickbaity. It doesn't exist anymore. They went out of business. So this is the last one. This is the last one we're ever gonna get. So I'm gonna open it up and see what 2 books is in here. And I made sure to bring everybody's favorite scary knife. All right, when you open it up, you just get red paper. So we'll move okay, I can't move the red paper down. It's like tucked under. I gotta go up like this. We have Dark Souls, a novel by Paula Morris. I'm thinking this is not Dark Souls the video game because the cover does not in any way whatsoever resemble Dark Souls the video game. So we'll read the synopsis together. Miranda Tennant arrives in York with a terrible, tragic secret. She is eager to lose herself amid the quaint cobblestones, hoping she will run into the countless ghosts who supposedly roam the city. Then she meets Nick, an intense, dark-eyed boy who knows all of York's hidden faces and histories. Miranda wonders if Nick is falling for her, but she is distracted by another boy, one even more handsome and mysterious than Nick. He lives in the house across from Miranda and seems desperate to send her some sort of message. Could this boy be one of York's haunted souls? Soon, Miranda realizes that something dangerous and deadly is being planned, and she may have to face the darkest part of herself in order to unravel the mystery and find redemption. I hope you enjoyed that dramatic dramatic reading of that synopsis. So it sounds like it's about a girl who can see ghosts and a love triangle. So basically every other young adult book ever. That actually doesn't sound bad at all. The other book in here is Devil in Ohio by Daria Platen. I probably mispronounced her name. It happens. We've got a upside down pentagram in here just so we know it has to do with the devil. Just in case you were wondering, definitely the devil. Let's read this. Evil comes in many forms. When 15-year-old Jules Mathis comes home from school to find a strange girl sitting in her kitchen, her psychiatrist mother reveals that May is one of her patients at the hospital and will be staying with the family for a few days. But soon May is wearing Jules' clothes, sleeping in her bedroom, edging her out of her position on the school paper, and flirting with Jules' crush. And May has no intention of leaving. Then things get weird. Jules walks in on a half-dressed May, startled to see a pentagram carved into May's back. Jules begins to piece together who May really is and where she's from, only to discover that May's family will stop at nothing to get her back. That tells me nothing about this book. That legitimately tells me nothing about this book. I'm guessing satanic cult. And I'm actually interested to read this. This is probably one of the few months of this book box that I'm actually like just straight up interested in both of the books. And unfortunately, it's the last month. Alright, so one of the questions that I had myself when reading the webpage of the book box was, I don't remember ever receiving an ebook, right? It says you get 2 hardcover copies and an ebook. And in this box, there is paper and nothing. There's no card. I have nothing that even vaguely resembles an ebook in here. So I'm not going crazy when I said I never received an ebook in a box. As far as I remember, every single one of these boxes is like this, and I don't get like emails with ebooks or anything. Like my email is like, here's your tracking number, and that's the only email I ever get. Or here's your tracking number and what did you think of this month's box? And that's it. So no ebook. I did not go into this book subscription expecting an ebook, so I'm not mad that I don't have an ebook. I just wanted to verify that I'm not going crazy thinking I should have had an ebook this whole time. But I think that's it for today's update. I have to work late the next 2 days because of a tournament I'm having at work, and I don't know if there will be a vlog or not. It really depends on how late I get in from work. I'm expecting to work at least until 8 p.m. and then I don't know if I'm going to want to vlog. So if there is not an update until Friday, I apologize. It's because of work. But I'll see you in the next update. So it's Wednesday and it's like 10 p.m. and I just got home from work. Super fun. Tomorrow's gonna probably be a whole lot of the same. I'm gonna be real honest with you, and I didn't read shit last night. I went into some sort of YouTube black hole and I just watched YouTube videos last night, mostly of people fishing and camping, which are 2 things that I don't do. Shout out to my dad, who is going to be so proud of me for watching videos about fishing and camping. I know he watches all my videos, so yeah, that's what I did. I don't think I'm going to get to this tonight, but I'm gonna try, because I'm really enjoying this book and I really don't have that much left to go. I just was not in the mood to read yesterday. But even with no update, there is a reason I hit the record button. I got exciting news. A book called Cursed by Furies by Deidre Drake came out in October of last year, like October 31st, end of October. And I had an arc of it. I think I ended up reading the arc pretty late in the year because The way it was described was high fantasy. Actually, I can tell you when I read it. Hello. It'll tell me on Goodreads. I read this arc in December. I had it fairly early. I think I still got it after the published date, but my issue with it was the way that the synopsis was written. It was like sold to me as a high fantasy. And at the time I requested the arc, I wanted to read high fantasy, but by the time I actually received it, I wasn't super in the mood for high fantasy. In December, one of my goals was to just clean out as many arcs as I possibly can, just to start the year fresh with 0 arcs was my goal. And I almost made it, but that's not the point. The point was, I ended up reading this even though I didn't really feel like reading high fantasy, and turns out it's not high fantasy at all. It was paranormal romance. And at the time, paranormal romance was exactly what I wanted to read. So it was great, smutty, everything you want out of paranormal romance. Basically, the gist of it is elves are now vampires. They're also sex crazed because it's paranormal romance. And it was a really interesting twist on vampirism, and I just straight up really, really enjoyed the book. Turns out I got a arc of the second book in the series, which is called Forged of Ruin. It's already released too. I keep getting arcs after they're released. That's weird. This released January 8th. It's already out. I had no idea it was already out, but I got a copy of it. So I'm gonna read it. And then I gotta figure out a way to figure out when Deidre Drake releases more novels. So I'm not finding out months, almost 2 months afterwards, that a novel I want to read has been published. I'm ashamed of myself. It's fine. But yes, this released January 8th. I believe it's only available on Kindle, and that's probably why I'm not realizing that it's out. I think this is an ebook series only, but if you like paranormal romance, I highly recommend the first book. And then I don't know if I recommend the second book or not because I haven't read it, but I'm gonna read it soon. Obviously, I still have to finish the books of the century, and yeah, the important stuff that I already planned out, I'm gonna do that first. That's kind of everything for today. Updated a little bit. I may or may not check in tomorrow. It depends on if I actually have anything at all done. Because if it's just, I don't have this book finished, I don't really have a point to check in unless I get some more new exciting information. So we'll see. I'll see ya later. Hello, it's Friday. I finished Sunflower. It was very weird and very good. I will do more of a wrap up on what I thought of this at the end of the month wrap up. I think my next book, if I can get it out of here, is going to be Pumpkinheads by Rowell. This is a graphic novel for those of you who are not aware, because this is the only library book I have left at my house. It's not due anytime soon, but I have 12 library books on hold that are ready for pickup. So I should probably go to the library and pick them up this weekend. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then tomorrow probably go to the library. Tomorrow or Sunday, I'm not sure. Go to the library, do a library haul. I'll add it to the vlog. Why not? And yeah, since I'm going it will be just useful to return the library book that I have at the house, but I need to read it first. So this is my plan for tonight after editing my video for tomorrow, which by the time you see this would have been Saturday's video or last Saturday's video. But yes, Pumpkinheads is next, and then book club is over, or our read for the month, I guess, is over tomorrow, so I need to finish the rest of Unhoneymooners. I'm not a graphic novel reader, but from what I understand, graphic novels are always like super, super, super fast reads. So I should be able to get through this and this tonight, unless editing that video takes forever. I also hurt my shoulder like really bad. I have no idea what I did, but I just have this like shooting pain from my jaw to the middle of my finger right here, and my jaw keeps locking up and it hurts to walk. And yeah, so I got off work early today just because I was in so much pain I couldn't focus or concentrate, and I've been sleeping since then. So about a 3-hour nap with like a heat pad right here. It helped for a while I had the heat pad on, and now that I've taken it off, because it's a crappy brand of heat pad, and so it only lasts for about an hour and a half. But once it died, the pain came back and I woke up. So I'm trying not to move this part of my body as much as humanly possible. So editing and reading is going to be the main staples of my evening tonight. But if I finish something tonight, I'll check back in. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Done. I think I'm pinpointing what I don't like reading, or why I don't like reading. What is the word I'm looking for? Graphic novels. I don't know why that was so hard. Why I don't like reading graphic novels. It's because it's too short. So this book, which is 209 pages, right? And it took me less than 30 minutes to read the whole thing. And to me, even though it's cute, it's just okay cute. So I wouldn't want to spend money on something like this. Like, the artwork's cute, the story was adorable, but it's not worth spending the money. And I'm fine. Like, I got this from the library, so getting it from the library is great, but I don't know that I'd want to like buy graphic novels, and my library doesn't have like a huge selection of graphic novels. So I'm still currently on the fence about if I like graphic novels or not. Like, I wasn't mad reading it. I think this one's fine. Like, whatever. It makes me a lot less stressed about reading the next graphic novel for this challenge, because this was the winner, and then Heartstopper Volume 2 was the highest rated, and obviously it's the second one in the series, and I haven't read the first one, and I was like, whatever, it's a graphic novel, I can read the first one. And now this makes it like even more so like chill for me to read the first one. But Heartstopper Volume 1 or Volume 2 or Volume 3 are not available at my library. So am I going to fork out however much, I'm assuming it's like a regular book, so $10 to $15 for a story that's going to take me less than 30 minutes to read? Fortunately, that particular comic, Heartstopper, is available for free online, so I'm just going to read it online. But I don't know. I'm still not sold on graphic novels. If you guys have any longer format graphic novels that aren't so cutesy and more like adult centric, throw them my way and I'm gonna try maybe reading something else. Now it is, I don't know what time it is, but I think it's like 7:30. I'm going to finish The Honeymooners. I've got that much left. That's not very much. So I'm going to read this and then I will be back once I finish this. Done. It was okay. I don't know. I'm not big on contemporary romances to begin with, but I didn't hate it. The ending, not like the ending, but the plot twist after the honeymoon portion of this book was not my favorite. And that's basically all I can say without spoiling. So we're just gonna go with that. That wasn't my favorite, but it was a very cute book. If you like cutesy romances with not a whole lot of like graphic sexual descriptions or stuff like that, this is probably a great book for you. I know it was like on everybody's list last year, so if that's your type of romance, then you'll probably really, really like this. So what's next? Next up is A Damsel in Distress by P.G. Wodehouse. It is currently 10:31, so I'll get a little bit of this in, but I really, really doubt I'm gonna finish it today. It's not long, but I'm thinking 4 or 5 hours to read this, and I don't think I'm gonna be up that late. So, see you tomorrow. It is 12:30 a.m. I'm going to sleep, but I'm about 90 pages into A Damsel in Distress. It's an interesting story. It's like mystery comedy, if that makes sense. Like Jeeves, or I mean, P.G. Wodehouse created the Jeeves character, so it makes sense that it's like Jeeves. But like Sherlock Holmes, where it's not mystery in the sense that something's missing or something like that. It's more of like a mistaken identity romance. But yeah, that's where I am. I've got my heat pad over here on my shoulder, trying to get this pain to go away a little bit, and then I'm gonna pass out for the night. Being in a lot of pain is very draining, so all I really want to do is sleep a lot, but then I'm in too much pain to sleep. It's a conundrum. But yeah, I will plow through more of this tomorrow and check in with you then. It's Sunday and done. Yay! This was just a completely adorable like romance. Like if you like contemporary romances, like humorous romances, or I guess romantic comedies, and you're looking to get into reading classics, I would highly recommend this particular book. It's short, it's contemporary enough that you can read it, and it reads almost exactly like a contemporary romance. Everybody ends up happy. It's not problematic. It's adorable. Recommend. And I'll go over more detail about this in the month-end wrap-up. But that means that I only have 1920 left for this month, which, I am on chapter 2 of. I know it's 3 books. Again, this is 3 books. So I'm on chapter 2. I got a little bit to go. If this is anything at all like House of Mirth, this is going to be completely depressing, and I'm going to love every minute of it. So far, I've gotten an amazing quote that is hilarious. I will read it to you now. So the book opens up in an opera house, and obviously a woman, well, not obviously a woman, but obviously an opera is being performed. So it says, the unquestioned law of the musical world required that the German text of French operas sung by Swedish artists should be translated into Italian for the clearer understanding of English-speaking audiences. And I thought that was hilarious. And that's on page, like, I don't know, 3. It starts out at like 560, so it's very hard for me to tell what page this is on. But so far, hilarious. I am dying of heat exhaustion because I have been baking for the past, like, almost 2 hours, and my apartment is just so hot from the oven. I am dying, but I am going to go back to reading, and I'll check back in with you when this is done, or tomorrow, whichever happens first. Hello from Sunday early afternoon. I am spending the next 4 or 5 hours working, but I'm gonna kind of give a little update and a haul right now. So update is I am not very far in Age of Innocence. I am on chapter 4. So I'm going to read this in between work stuff and whatever. I also went to the library, I'm going to say this morning, but the library opened at 1 p.m. So I went to the library at 1 and picked up the 13 books that I had on hold. And I'm going to do literally the world's worst library haul right now. And you're about to find out why. So, first 6 books, I'm not going to show you because they are for next month's Century Reading Challenge. So these are 1920 through 1921 through 1930 is what this is. So you're going to have to wait for the TBR to see what's in this stack. Next, these 2 books are part of a secret project that I am doing where I am reading 6 different books between now and May for a video that I'm planning for that. And you know what? If you can guess what this secret project is, or if you just want to take a guess for the fun of it, leave it down in the comments. Let's see how predictable of a human being I am. The last 4 books I can tell you about. First up is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is my book club pick for this month. So, reading this for the book club. I really, 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 really liked I can't remember the name of the book. I really, 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 really liked The Starless Sea last year, which is by the same author. This is an earlier book by her, so I'm excited to read this. And like I said, book club book for the month. So there you go. Then the last 3 I have here are part of my Goodreads challenge, and they're just things that have been on hold since December that just happened to come in right now. First is The Institute by Stephen King. This one horror? Of course it did. It's Stephen King. So this one horror, I don't actually, like, everything I've heard about this is not horror. So I don't know if it's horror or not. I just know it's written by Stephen King. So we're gonna read it and find out. And this is way thicker than I thought it was. Next up is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Probably said I probably said his, is this a guy? His. I probably said his last name incorrectly, but mystery thriller winner is what this is. I read The Lost Man and didn't like it, so this has a good shot. Then 12 and 13 actually ended up being the same book. The waitlist for the large print was much shorter than the waitlist for the regular print, and then they ended up having, like, coming in on the exact same day. So I left the large print at the library and just got the regular print size of Catch and Kill by Ronan Farrow. And yeah, this is, I don't remember what category this is. This is non-fiction, but I don't remember which category. So I'll come across that later. I also got Girl Stop Apologizing as an ebook copy, which came in yesterday on my e-reader. But this leads me to is like what I'm reading next. So obviously I'm going to finish this up hopefully tonight, and then I can do like one last little update tonight before ending this vlog. But after that, I'm reading for the last week of the month, kind of reading in priority of what needs to come back to the library the quickest, which, a book that I can't tell you about, The Institute and Catch and Kill, are 3 of them due on the 9th. So those are the 3 that I'm going to make a priority coming up this next week. And then everything else is due on the 23rd of March. So, and I guess it makes sense. So if they have this new label on them at my library, they have a shorter, like, checkout time because they're popular and everybody wants to read them. So the 3 with the little new tag on it will be what I am reading first. So those will be my 3 for next week that you will see in next week's vlog mostly. Well, 2 of them you will. One of them I'm gonna be really funny about. I'll be like, I read this book, but I'm not gonna show it to you. But that is my update for now. That's it for this week, and I will see you in the next video.